Carrie Petty has joined us. Let me set the stage. It is Friday. You've decided at the last minute you want to have some folks over on Saturday evening.
That's perfect.
We don't want to break the bank, but we want things to be festive and holiday-like.
That's right. And I think this is year to reuse and rethink more than any other year. Save the money. But I don't think it has to be that hard. You know, as a gardener, I use the things that are outdoors, right?
Right.
So, yes, I'm telling you to go out and get some sticks. Go out and get some greenery. This is lavender. But that is the best start for your centerpiece. You can kind of layer this and put it on some fabric. This was $3.99 at Michael's. These are dish towels, for pity's sakes. So start to layer with a base of fabric, then use some greeneries, and then give it a little height. Use anything that you have in the house. But I think the way to make it special, George, is when I love, like, for instance, get the bay leaves out, and I'm going to write. Let's invite Randy to the party, and let's make a few little place cards with a little bay leaf, or you can use the gift tags that you have for your presents and write a little gift tag and put that down. I love place cards. Then people know where they're going, and you can decide who's going to mix up the conversation. Don't you love a good conversation?
I do
at a
like
dinner
good
party
conversation,
and good wine at a dinner party. Me too. But I also love a little sparkle. I think the most important thing is sparkle. Did you know that about me? I think the most important thing is sparkle. But this is the snow from the Christmas Village. Throw some of that on the table. Or these are little old vintage crystals. You can place those on the tables. And you can also take just your wrapping ribbon and strum it through. You know, I think it's just so important to just use what you have this year. But most importantly, we were talking about themes. Like Randy Ollis would pick donuts. You could pick horses. You could pick candy canes. You could pick kind of the wilderness, you know, the black and white. I love black and white this year. We're seeing a lot of that.
I've noticed you brought wrapping paper. You would use that as sort of as a table topping.
Absolutely. Just make a runner with wrapping paper, for pity's sakes. I mean, make it, I am saying go out and get sticks and use wrapping paper. But I really am. I mean, you can use what you have and make it creative.
I don't want to drop the ball here because you've got some gift ideas that are tied to the garden. Yeah,
so the green thumb is a really important person to think about at Christmas. If they're a gardener, make sure that there's something under the tree for them. And, you know, I would be remiss. Jesus is the reason for the season. But this is the Gardener's Bible, and Randy Ollis and I were talking about this, and it'll be on my podcast, too, Growing a Beautiful Life. But in here is about pruning and rooting and the foundation of life. It has gardening tips, but also scripture that matches. And most importantly, people, drum roll please, the 2023 seed catalog. Do you know how geeked out I get about this?
I'm learning all of these things, Carrie.
Seed catalog is out, everybody. It's
fantastic.
Out. No, Baker Creek is a heirloom organic seed company. Come on, get a shot of that. Look at that. Come on. If you don't have this under the tree for your gardener, then you've missed it.
Boy. Amber, you and Sherry French have got a tough act to follow.